Hey y'all, Instinct Survivalist coming again with another 2-Tip Tuesday. This time we'll be Batman, we'll be referring to utility belts and small knives. Now, in looking at what the benefits are overall, a utility belt is one of those things that I got from Survival Sherpa. Todd Walker, Survival Sherpa. We were at a camp and all of a sudden he pulls off this belt and it's got all of his stuff on it, and I'm like, oh, that's ingenious. Because the reality is you're carrying a lot of weight around your hips, and there's times when you just want to sit down, right? You want to relax. Do you want to unload? Do you want to take everything off? Pain in the butt if you're using your regular belt. However, with a utility belt, all it is an extra leather strap. You can use it for stropping, so it's multi-purpose. I also use it to keep my camp roll together. But you start looking at some of the different things that I have on mine. I've got my fire kit, or a fire kit. I carry a lighter in my pocket and a ferro rod. My tomahawk, my gloves. These are the real gloves that I use normally. My firearm. Now, this is one of those debatables, right? I may keep that one on my side. And then my regular sheath knife. I can put other things on it. I can use it for other purposes. And if it comes down to a pinch, I also have a tourniquet. So you look at the fact that you got a utility belt, I can tighten that sucker up as a tourniquet if need be, right? So let's go that route. So the other is a small knife. Now, around camp, I keep a small knife. I keep a pocket knife, and more specifically, a SAK. This one was gifted to me by a good brother of mine, Dana Rice. Hey buddy, nice little SAK. Like it, love it. Always been a fan of them. My dad, hopefully he's not watching this, but he ruined the blades when I asked him to sharpen them one day, because his knives were always razor sharp. And so he actually took the belly out of the SAK, so the belly that sweeps, yeah, he took that out and it was a straight blade after that. So good, bad, or indifferent, that's what it is. I also keep typically a smaller knife, and I use this one for kitchen tasks or things of that nature. That one needs a little maintenance. I also have used this one for skinning, works great for that. And then I also, with my regular EDC, I keep the freelance or free range from CRKT, or Cricket, if you will, because it's a nice holder, folder, but a great knife overall. So the size of a small knife doesn't matter, but the purpose does. When you look at what you use a sheath knife for, you've got the big motions, you've got the big sweeping motions, and some of the sheath knives allow you to go in and do the smaller task, and that's great. We're always looking for that one thing that covers everything. I know that when you look at, don't hate me, I'm just giving examples. The Tom Brown tracker is an example. You've got the belly, you've got the saw back, and you've got the flat spot so that you can do small, fine work. When you look for a smaller knife, one of the things that I use it for is notches, camp crafts, camp work, if you will, doing the wood lore stuff. Not that I'm processing large loads of wood, but I'm actually doing the smaller things around camp. Maybe I'm sitting there whittling, maybe I'm sitting there doing other things, or as I mentioned with this one, when it's not upside down, as I mentioned with this one, I skin animals, kitchen tasks, things of that nature. A lot of people use a neck knife for that. It's a smaller knife. So it's one of those things that you can start expanding out your repertoire, if you will, and your abilities. Yeah, it's another piece of equipment, but reality is this, I carry it with me all the time, okay? That's just reality. I carry it with me all the time. It's in my pocket. It doesn't take up any extra weight for me. It's just one of those things. This one, it hangs around my neck, and there it is. I mean, that's it. I don't deal with it after that, right? It's just around my neck, and if I need it, it's there. If I don't, that's fine. This one, I know that it's attached to my EDC kit. I know that it's attached to the outside of my bag, so if I need a knife, it's there. Again, the weight is negligible, and here's another concept. This one actually has a nice little belt loop, utility belt if need be. So it's one of those things where you have the expansion, the ability to go beyond what you already have. You use the tool for what it's meant for, not necessarily one of those where I say, oh, well, let's just kind of push it to the limits. It's one of those things where we look at, what am I using this for? What is the purpose? And if your purpose does not need or require a smaller knife, then don't do it. I will tell you, try it out though. Try it out with a small one, maybe the SAK as an example, because the reality is when you start getting into notches, it becomes very beneficial. For those Mora users, again, don't hate me, I'm a fan. The Mora users, those are one of those versatile things. I can process wood, but I can also get my smaller stuff done. Great tool, great concept. The CRKT, I have beat the crap out of it and back. There's a review of it on my blog, instinctsurvivalist.com, and maybe I can do some of the same stuff, and I have done notches and all with my LT Wright sheath knife. This is the Georgia Bushcrafter, by the way, for fans out there. Big fan. And guess who has now demonetized this video because I said the word knife. Oh well, get over it, I guess. Anyway, hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for all you do. This is just one of those things where, like I said, I've picked it up. I picked this up from Survival Sherpa, Todd Walker, Survival Sherpa. Great concept, had to put it in play. These are one of those things I've been doing for a long time, and I'm glad I'm wrapping it up because the dogs are on the loose. Anyway, hey y'all, thanks for everything you do. Thanks for your likes, your comments, subscribes. Use your instincts to survive. And thanks for watching. Timing is impeccable. At least they waited till I was done.